do the fielding.
Because the umpires are very much in the same attire in terms of colour as the players, so if any of the players wanted to give her out, then she probably would have walked.
Ellie Anderson then to Kopak. She's in and bowls, and this is again played down the ground, but should just be a single, and is a single. Good piece of fielding by Chloe Skelton, very quickly onto that. So last ball coming up, 147 for 7. It'll be Anderson to Eva Gray. She's in bowls, and this is up in the air, should be, it's going to land safe in fact, between 3 fielders. The throw comes into the wicketkeeper's end, and she flicks it onto the stumps, does Bex Odgers, but Eva Gray is safely home, so it's 149 for 7 that Essex finish out in their 20 overs. Somerset will need 150 to win their first game in the Women's Vitality Blast. And well, the standout bowlers for Somerset, Ellie Anderson, who finishes with 3 for 19 in her 4 overs. Amanda Jade Wellington 2 for 21 in her 4 overs. The other wicket takers, Ollie Robbins 1 for 27 and Alex Griffiths 1 for 30. But I think Nick Gledhill, this is very nicely and pretty evenly balanced.
Yes, and they weren't saying that about a Champions League final at any stage last night, so I think we've got a decent game on here. And yeah, 150. I think Essex will probably feel they've left 10 runs out there, but I think all credit to Somerset, and particularly their fielding, which I thought was excellent. So we'll be back. We'll have to take a bit of a break, and we'll be back with the story of the second innings in at about 12 minutes' time.
Anderson, 4 overs, no mates, 3 for 9.
an obstacle course like no other. We have got two contestants like no other. Your name, sir?
It's Andy.
Andy, what do you normally do on a Sunday lunchtime?
Eat burritos.
Of course he...
जी मेरा नाम नसरीन है मैं मुल्तान शहर की रहने वाली हूँ साढ़े मुल्तान के सब तो मशहूर है सोन हलवा खाने ज़्यादातर घर की पसंद करते हैं मुल्तान के रहने वाले ना तो बनाने का ये मसला
Do you know what to do? Your name, sir?
Charlie.
Charlie, right, you limbered, are you ready?
No.
Good, good. We'll have no pulled hamstrings here. The only thing you're going to pull is a Zambrano burrito. That's 2 plugs. That's got to be good. Right, okay. All they've got to do, they've got to go through the ladder, over the hurdles. They've got to zigzag through the cones, do 5 press-ups. 5 press-ups. Right, and I'll be counting. And then they're going to run back to the beginning. If they do it, they're going to win 10 burritos from Zambrano in Chelmsford High Street, which can be redeemed over the next 6 months. So you don't have to have them all this evening. You can if you want. But it's down to who is going to win this. Right. Are you ready, gentlemen? On your marks, get set, go! Good, good. Over the hurdles, over the zigzag, zigzag, all of them. Oh, what's that? That's like Strictly Come Dancing on a bad day. Right, press ups. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to get there first? Who's going to get there first? Charlie, Charlie, go on. Charlie or Andy, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh! There's your 10 burritos. Charlie, you may even get one from him. You might get one if he's been nice. There we go. Let's hear it for both of them.
First up, number 18, Bex Odgers, and number 11, Emily Monday. And here comes Essex, led by Captain Grace Burman.
And welcome back on BBC Essex, BBC Radio Bristol, also via the BBC Sport website and app, and via the live feed as well. This is Nick Bledhill here with Anthony Gibson. What we think is going to be quite an interesting run chase for the Somerset women, looking for 150 to get their first win of this Vitality Blast. And also, of course, Essex looking for their first win, both sides having lost on Friday. And an interesting little battle ahead. David Jackman, our scorer, is with us as well. It's a fine afternoon. Story of Somerset bowling and fielding well and taking wickets at important times earlier on. But Essex, one way or another, nice cameo from Sophia Smell, got up to 149. And here's Anthony for the first over of the reply.
Which is going to be bowled, I think, by, yes, it is Kate Kopak. She's going to be bowling to Somerset's wicket-keeper, Bex Odgers. She's got a slip in. I think that's the first slip we've seen in the game so far. Here she comes, Kopak to Odgers, is dropped by that self-same slip. Well, it was Lizzie McLeod who dropped a pretty straightforward chance, as first slip chances go.
Well, you're highlighting the fact the slip was in, and unfortunately she couldn't hang on to it. It's a good delivery. Have to hope from the Essex point of view that doesn't prove too costly.
Bex Odgers, Cornish girl, played her club cricket in Cornwall for Grampound Road. Kopak bowls and Odgers pulls, but doesn't time it, goes to mid-wicket, and there's no run. The noise level amongst the spectators is increasing with Essex in the field, and the crowd building up all the time, and this very pleasant June sunshine, the 1st of June. Kate Kopak comes from Cheshire originally, played for Middlesex and then for the Sunrisers. She's in to bowl to Odgers, who goes for a wide one outside the off stump, which is signalled as a wide by umpire Rose Dovey, who has the distinction of being the most diminutive umpire I have seen in top-level cricket. She hasn't had much in the way of adjudication to do just yet. I don't think there were any real not sort of proper LBW appeals. There were one or two token ones in the Essex innings.
That's certainly the case.
It's Kopak to Odgers, who lofts this away through the onside for 6. Away, it's a shorter boundary on that side of the ground, away towards the Felsted School stand and the flats beyond.
Yeah, it's in the wrong place for that reason, unfortunately, there from Kate Kopak, but it must be disappointing for her, because she'll thinking that 6 should never really have been struck, because the batter should have been back in the dressing room. Yeah.
7 without loss, 6 as Kopak bowls to Odgers, short again, and this time she is caught. She does get a nick on it, and well caught by Lauren Winfield Hill, the Essex wicketkeeper, and that's a big blow to Somerset hopes, because Bex Odgers is the biggest hitter really in their top and middle order, and they would have been hoping that she'd have got this innings off to a flying start, where she hit a 6, but then she chased a really wide ball from Kate Kopak, and it's caught behind. 7 for 1 in the first over.
An over of contrasting emotions for Kate Kopak. First ball drop at slip, then that splendid 6 showing what Rodgers could do, and then a nicely taken catch by Winfield Hill, who is keeping wicket today. The one change from the Essex side is that she's in for Amara Khan. She's keeping wicket, and Abta Masood is playing. I didn't get a bat earlier on, but see her there. She's going to get a bowl later on, I'm sure. And so relief all round, particularly, I guess, for Lizzie McLeod, who put the catch down. So all's well that ends well, classic there, and yeah, a good early wicket. What Essex really want here is obviously to take 2 or 3 early to really put the pressure on Somerset.
Right, 2 balls the first over remaining. It's Kate Kopak with the wind behind her and the wind in her sails, and this is again pretty wide. I'm surprised that wasn't called a wide, but we're not in a good position to judge wides. We're at a deep third with the bowling from the Hayes close end to a right-hander.
At least she's certainly got it on the right side of the wicket there. Nothing in the zone on middle and leg. Perhaps a little bit wide, but got away with it.
New batter is Emma Corney, and that is a wide. And that was really very wide. Emma Corney, who is 21, Devon girl, plays for Exeter Cricket Club.
And it's terrific. I think this is a good innovation this season, Anthony. The women's T20 being integrated with the men's competition.
Yeah, excellent. Here's Kopak then, and that's again very, very wide. That's the 3rd wide of the over, and could easily have been 4.
Gosh, it's like bowling 2 back-to-back overs in the 100. This is in there.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Oh, yes, that was a bit more borderline. I think.
Yeah. She wasn't happy with that one.
No.
She accepted the previous one.
Here she comes again, trying to finish this first over. She's in and bowls, and this is edged down to 3rd, where it will be fielded down below us by Abtar Maqsood. End of that over, a very eventful over. It included 3 wides, 10 runs, but a wicket. The wicket of Bex Odgers, who was caught by Winfield Hill off the bowling of Kate Kopak for 6 runs. 10 for 1 after 1.
Yes, and I think despite the wides, despite the 6, if you get a wicket, I think you probably say it's in your column, the over. But Somerset, the other side of the equation, is they've got 10 of the 150 runs that they need. So the honours are relatively even there. But yeah, it's going to be, I think, Grace Shrivens, who was on at the start on Friday. And it's going to be Corney on strike. Enna Corney with the bowling from the Alistair Cook end, the target 150. They've got 10 of them, they've lost 1 wicket. Bright sunshine, sun making more frequent appearances now. She bowls her off spin, and that's pulled and well stopped actually at mid-wicket. Would have been 2 otherwise, possibly, because it was going to the longer boundary. It would have been a run around for Joe Gardner, so saved a couple of runs there. Did Maddie Penner. This one again is slightly short and pulled away. This